And we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 42nd episode of Blockchain Talk. Now, there isn't really much going on into the market, so this episode today will be more or less a general update on how things are going within the cryptocurrency market. We will do a small technical analysis of current market conditions, rehearse one of the projections. Yeah, I'm going to keep it on projections. I can't find the proper English word again. For what the cryptocurrency market shall be doing in the forthcoming days. Well, let's start by sharing my screen here. There we go. Come on. Here we go. I'm going to put it right there. First, a few articles. Concerns the predictions that I made. That was the word I was looking for, predictions. So crypto markets shed 80 billion as Bitcoin crashes below 30K once again. Yesterday's green market was short-lived as Bitcoin altcoins have dumped hard today, with total market cap declining by 80 billion. That's 80 billion for the entire crypto market. Over 200 million liquidated as Bitcoin gets rejected at 32K. So this is head news to many. It all seemed we were having a nice green candle finally after 9 weeks of red closes. We did manage to do so. However, naturally, a little correction occurred. I'm going to close these two down. And let's take a look at the market. As you can tell here from on screen, needs to be in English. We can see here a little uptick, nicely traded at 32K, and then a sudden crash, meaning someone has been taking profits. Let's zoom in on Bitcoin. There we go. So down 6% in the last 24 hours. This is the chart. So as you could tell, 31,500 nicely trading, and suddenly sell-off occurred at 3 in the morning here in the Brussels area. If I'm not mistaken, those are opening hours for a variety of markets, and probably people having seen the gains that were made during the weekend decided, look, it's time to take profit. Markets go open, bam, downwards. And well, we're trading at current levels, 29K 500 USD dollars. Naturally, let's start zooming in. I've always said we were trading sideways. And as you can tell, we are back at support levels. Now, you can see this isn't the first time something alike occurred. Beginning of the month, 1st of June, we see something occurring like this. And it belongs to the prediction I made where I said we are in a crabbish market. And it relates back towards the Terra LUNA dump. A lot of people lost money, and we'll be seeing moves like these occur more frequently. People are trying to get their money back. So they let the market trade sideways, let it explode for a little while, and immediately withdraw profit. To escape this crap-like market, to escape this sideways trading, I'm going to zoom out even further. You can tell, it isn't the first time here. To escape this crap-like market, on the exchanges, do all the Bitcoin which have been dumped need to be bought up. And that's for institutional investors and retail investors, the current challenge. If we want to reclaim those previous levels where we were trading at about, 35, 36K. In reality, we went down. I'm going to zoom even out further, because in reality we were trading here. It was at 39K, almost 40K. In reality, with the dump, the entire market moved from sideways trading in the 40K to 45K range. I believe it was even less, 42K even. It moved with 10K downward, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. You can tell if I zoom in on the monthly that each time we reach a certain threshold, there's an immediate sell-off, meaning people are taking profits. Same here. Now, what can also be noticed on this chart is that immediately after the dump, A lot of people were more willing to quickly take profit after the dump. Each time it went above 30K, we had an immediate sell-off, pushing prices back towards 29K, slightly below it. And here you can see the steam rolling out. People were more planning it, letting it go upward and take a nice profit. Same here. Let it go upward, profit. Let it go upward, profit. Let it go more upward, profit. Same here occurs. This is a sideways trading market. Now the good news is we are now slowly reaching towards a higher resistance level near the 32K, as you can tell here. We're pushing towards higher highs and a higher low, meaning the boundaries are shifting. Slowly but surely, the market is recovering. The Bitcoin that has been dumped is being bought up. People are still taking profit, but sideways market, still a crap market. So like I said, you need to take into account the same technicals from before May 8th crash. By reason, the dump allowed for more Bitcoin to enter the market. There's a bigger supply that needs to be filled in before we can regain the lost ground, before we regain the sideways trading we had from approximately January up until May in that, let's just say, 35K up to 40K levels. Now we are here. We need to reclaim the lost ground. That's it for the technical analysis. Please do keep this in mind. I would say always be wary if you see it going upwards quite fast, reaching above the 30K, going towards 31 or 32 even. Expect a little drop towards 29K approximately. The higher lows are changing, getting slightly higher and higher currently, but do take that into account. It is not financial advice, but it is a trend I'm noticing. Now, let's continue with a few topics here. There's a little article on Crypto Potato. 71% of Salvadorans did not benefit from the Bitcoin law, survey says. The 6.1% of those living in El Salvador felt that the Bitcoin law was beneficial. 71% didn't feel any benefit whatsoever. This is something I dare to say could have been predicted, is something where I raised in the past questions about. By the main reason, El Salvador is, we have to admit it, quite a poor country. They mainly use the US dollar. And the one-on-one adoption that occurred last year, well, didn't come with real education about Bitcoin to the majority of the people. And hence you get, well, these kind of numbers. 71% didn't feel any benefit whatsoever. By reason, they received free money from their government and immediately spend it. They have the ability to receive and transact with Bitcoin one-to-one, but the majority of the people are saying, yeah, no, those who are in the now retain their Bitcoin, whereas the majority said, okay, we received free money, we're now going to dump it and continue with our USD dollars. That's exactly what happened here. Despite being approved less than a year ago, didn't help at all. By reason, they lacked the fundamentals. One of the things I tend to hammer on. It's like saying in your native country, in your country of origin, that they say, look, we are going to adopt a new currency. Okay, great. It will be used next to the one that's already present. Okay, so the one we are used to working with. And they launch it and they say, here's an airdrop that's about $200 worth for every household. It will stimulate the economy. Most of those people will say, yeah, okay, I've got bills to pay, so there will be some cash flow in the beginning and it will all look very nicely. A lot of those families will simply sell off their currency and default back to the existing one. Only those in the know will retain it and say, look, we know the future value of Bitcoin. We will work more and more with it. We understand the fundamentals. And sadly enough, this actually shows that the majority of people do not really know how crypto or Bitcoin works. They lack the fundamentals. They do not see or do not grasp how it can how it can counter the inflationary nature of US dollar or their native currency. So I'm not surprised seeing an article like this, and it is one of the reasons which I predicted last year when the adoption came, and where I said, look, I am more convinced of a Bitcoin standard and not one-to-one adoption. By reason, if you are going to implement a Bitcoin standard, you can relay back towards a traditional currency system people are used to work with. With one-to-one adoption of Bitcoin, well, you're putting them at a disadvantage. Many do not have the fundamentals and will F up. This is the result. So they say, is the Bitcoin law a failure? So they talk a little bit more about it. Any major failure during third government here, however, see Bitcoin as invested as one of the government's biggest failures. Well, everything depends on public opinion. It's a mixed bag of it is success, but it isn't. And like I said, it all falls back to fundamentals. If your people do not know the fundamentals about cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, it is no use airdropping them those coins. They will flush it down the toilet, literally, to pay bills, to get certain accessories which are popular. They do not hold it and can play with it like many of the veterans, like myself, can. So I'm not surprised seeing this one. This also, I highlighted this article. Many people will not find it all too interesting, but I do want to highlight this one. By reason, a lot of maximalists, a lot of people in the cryptosphere are saying, look, further adoption, mainstream adoption, it will come and will reach 1 million in value for Bitcoin, yada, 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 yada. All good and well. I'm very sure Bitcoin will reach higher value levels in due time, but with it comes awareness and people understanding the fundamentals to use it. And currently, that's not really occurring. You only got the hype boys like like MMM Crypto and other douches like BitBoy. But yeah, you see, fundamentals are everything. That's all I want to share about this. To continue further, inspired by MicroStrategy, cybersecurity firm Octagon Networks converts its balance sheet into Bitcoin. Some are taking note of MicroStrategy, how they are behaving, what they are doing with Bitcoin, and are implementing similar strategies. There is mainstream adoption, as you guys can tell. This is actually bullish good news. However, considering current market sentiments, this will all too likely be not as noticeable. However, I'm positive more or less about it by reason, yay, it's once again another big player with lots of money who can invest in Bitcoin. However, myself, I'm always wary when institutional investors or big companies start getting occupied with cryptocurrency. By reason, they will become whales. And if you see this one, you will know it will not be a few Bitcoin, it will be several hundreds. They will become they will become a whale wallet and they can start playing markets. So always watch out with these kind of things. It is something, one of the things about the fundamentals of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency I always mention. Successful blockchain-based project, successful cryptocurrency is as decentralized as possible, even with its distribution. So that's all I can share about it, really. Those in the know. Others, I advise to take a look at my Ultimate Crypto Guide. Links down below in the comments on that one. Naturally, governments are also enabling crypto payments in the sense that they want your Bitcoin for free. So they are, and this case is for the Australian major who proposes taxes to be paid in cryptocurrency, meaning they want your crypto for free. In previous episodes, I already mentioned this. Do not pay your taxes or anything to the government with cryptocurrency. So not in Bitcoin, Ethereum, or even any other shitcoin or altcoin. By reason, it is one of their ways to, well, assemble and get cryptocurrency for free from their own people. You're making a loss on that one, and in a certain sense I call this a little criminal endeavor. They really want to profit for free on the work you've been doing, on your holding, on your buying, etc. So guys, I repeat it once again, don't do it. Don't pay your taxes with cryptocurrency. Don't pay them with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Nano, Ravencoin, Cumrocket, or whatever other altcoin that has been enabled. Don't do it. Bad idea. Because in that case, you're giving away your Bitcoin for free to the government, and you are giving them leverage over the markets in order to, well, F your finances more up. If you want to pay your taxes, do it with the native currency of your country. Do it in euros, do it in US dollars, do it in British pounds, do it in whatever currency your country uses, but do not do it in cryptocurrency. Let them pay. They fucked up the current financial system. They made sure we are currency in a hyperinflationary position in the entire Western economy. They must pay. Do not give your cryptocurrency, because that's literally the chain which saves your lives. That's all there is to it. With that, I'm going to finalize this episode. I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. Very short episode, but you guys have the gist from what I had to share. I thank everyone for watching. If you like the content I put out, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, follow me on social media, yada, 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 yada. Down in the comments are links you can click on if you want to get access to certain exchanges, if you want to start trading cryptocurrency, or if you want to help me out, buy one of my courses or join my free Telegram chat. With that, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, bye.